Echo Golf Sierra Sierra Airport information. Echo 1950 Zulu. Weather wind 310 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 8. Dew point 1. QNH 1011. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Echo Golf Sierra Sierra Airport information. Echo 1950 Zulu. Weather wind 310 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 8. Dew point 1. QNH 1011. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Echo Golf Sierra Sierra Airport information. Echo 1950 Zulu. Weather wind 310 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 8. Dew point 1. QNH 1011. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Echo Golf Sierra Sierra Airport information. Echo 1950 Zulu. Weather wind 310 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 8. Dew point 1. QNH 1011. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Echo Golf Sierra Sierra Airport information. Echo 1950 Zulu. Weather wind 310 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky
2 is clear to leave controlled airspace, routing Trent Norwich. Initially an anti-2 Tango departure. Squawk
okay, let's get this show on the road.
Audio test in progress. Left speaker test. Right speaker test. Audio test complete. Audio test in progress. Left speaker test. Right speaker test. Audio test complete.
Ready for clearance.
Easy 639, clear to Belfast Aldergrove, Wallasey 2 Tango departure, squawk 5165, expect Manchester 128.05, QNH chat 1002.
Roger, you clear to leave controlled airspace, routing on track the Mike Whiskey for Bournemouth, climb to maintain altitude 4,000 feet, and the squawk 5056. Makes contact frequency when advised, Manchester 124.2.
Clearance delivery EXS 498. Our parking position is Terminal 1 Gate 10 with the information request clearance.
EXS 498. Roger, runway 22 cleared. Echo Hotel Alpha Mike via the Charlie Lima November 1 Echo and is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 250. Departure on 127.75. Transponder is 4374. QNH 1011.
Clear to Echo Hotel Alpha Mike via Charlie Lima November 1 Echo. Climb and maintain 4,000. Flight level 250 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 127.75. Squawk 4374. EXS 498.
EXS 498. Readback correct. Contact ground on 121.72.
Roger, 121.72. EXS 498.
Easy 639, taxi uniform, holding point Alpha 2.
Uniform Alpha 2, runway 27, thank you, Easy 639.
Okay, you're just crossing the control zone boundary now, no height restriction. Yeah, no further height restrictions on zone 4 zone. And 4 zone right, report passing 2,500 feet. We'll go 4 zone right.
Hi, the security and safety checks are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes,
762 is not approved.
Okay.
The temperature's at 9, the Koenig is 1009, runway 27.
Echo X-ray Sierra 498, Squawk 4374.
Squawk 4374, EXS 498.
Vector 43, proceed to Sierra.
I'm back from the walk around. Everything looks okay.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. Taxi route will be assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff using rated thrust, planning a flaps 5 takeoff.
Tombstone 4 zone right,
will be
vacate
off.
next right, and
In the event of a malfunction prior to
stand 8.
V1, I will call either reject or continue. Standard low speed reject procedures below 80 knots. Between 80 knots and V1, I will only conduct a high-speed reject in the case of a fire, engine failure, predictive wind shear warning, or if there's any other condition that makes the aircraft unsafe or unable to fly. I will simultaneously close the thrust levers, disconnect the auto throttle, apply maximum manual braking, or verify the operation of the RTO auto brake, verify the extension of the speed brake, and apply maximum reverse thrust. I will bring the aircraft to a complete stop and set the parking brake. We will then run the appropriate checklist or evaluate our options. And if you could monitor my actions, make the standard rejected takeoff calls, including any abnormalities you observe before advising.
Tombstone 4 2 right, vacate next right, and to the apron of Victor, parking
or if the
stand
call
11.
is continued,
Next right,
I will
Victor,
continue the
11,
takeoff as
427
per
Victor
the
Foxtrot,
company's
contact
standard
Manchester
procedure.
124.2
We
by
will then climb to the
142,
minimum
Victor
safety
Victor
altitude
Foxtrot,
and track clear
Sound
of local
25
terrain.
there, clear
We are
takeoff,
near enough
210 degrees,
runway,
19.
so we are okay to make an immediate return. All
Echo
going well,
X-ray
the
Sierra
departure route
498,
will be
Squawk
via the
4374.
ATC
Squawk
assigned standard
4374,
departure,
EXS
complying with all the
498.
published speed and altitude restrictions. No noise abatement procedures required. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Departure brief complete.
Electric 43, vacate right at Foxtrot. Tombstone 4 zone right, vacate next right, and to the apron of Victor, parking stand 8.
Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Sink rate. Pull up. terrain. Pull up. Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low, terrain. Too low, gear. Too low, flaps. Too low, terrain. Glide slow. Bank angle, bank angle.
448, vacate right, into the apron at Victor, parking stand 5. Victor, stand 5, 448.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear. Too low, terrain. Caution, terrain.
EC639, taxi uniform, holding point Alpha 2.
Uniform Alpha 2, runway 27, thank you, EC639.
Monitor radar display. Go around. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead.
Direct Bay, just crossing the control zone boundary now, no height restriction. Cleared over the height restrictions and turn balls on. And also might report past 2,500 feet. Full go balls on.
TCAS test. Pass.
Start approved, temperatures at 9, the QNH is 1009, runway 27.
Pre-flight checklist, please.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal, auto. Window heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 043. Altimeter 1011.
Checked. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
Proceed to Sierra.
Before start checklist to the line.
Before start checklist to the line. Fuel. Power. 0.7 tons. Pumps on. Passenger signs on. Windows.
Locked.
Locked. MCP.
V2 is 140. Heading 224. Altitude. Flight level 10.
Zone 4 zone right, vacate
Takeoff
next
speeds.
right, into the apron of Victor, parking stand 8.
V1 is 133. VR is 134. V2 is 140.
Checked. CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Before start checklist completed to the line. Here's the load sheet for you.
Thanks.
Zone 42 might vacate next right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 11.
Next right, Victor, 1142 Mike.
427 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester,
Watch out for your legs,
124.2
please.
bye. 1042, Gil 27 Victor Foxtrot, good morning.
Sam 250, clear takeoff, 210 degrees 19.
Verify takeoff speeds.
Checked. Very good day to you all, ladies and gentlemen. From the flight deck, this is the captain speaking. On behalf of the crew, welcome aboard this flight today. We're just completing our final preparations, and then we'll be able to close the doors and get on our way. And shortly afterwards, the cabin crew will give you a safety demonstration, which I urge you all to pay.
Electric 43, vacate right to Foxtrot.
Also, just a quick reminder, just keep your seatbelts fastened in flight, even with the seatbelt lights extinguished, just in case there is any unexpected turbulence. And also, just to mention that this is a non-smoking flight. All being well, I probably won't speak to you again until we start our descent into our destination. So until then, welcome aboard and thank you.
Tombstone 40 Mike, vacate next right, into the apron of Victor, parking stand 8.
Ground Easy 3010 is cleared off the runway, request taxi for parking.
Easy 3010, taxi via Juliet, Papa, Hotel, Bravo, 2 Gate, Lima, 44.
Via Juliet, Papa, Hotel, Bravo, to Gate, Lima, 44, Easy 3010.
Please place all large items on the overhead bins provided, or under the seat in front of you.
Vacate right into the apron of Victor, parking stand 5.
Victor, stand 5, 448.
Easy 639, taxi uniform, holding point Alpha 2.
Uniform Alpha 2, runway 27, thank you, Easy 639.
Direct Bay, just crossing the control zone boundary now, no height restriction. Yeah, no further height restrictions, and 7 balls on me. And also about report passing 2,500 feet. We'll go for on me.
Start approved, temperatures at 9, the QNH is 1009, runway 27.
Before start checklist below the line.
Oh, we've got a door light here.
Electric 43, proceed to Sierra.
Copper to ground.
Go ahead.
Please disconnect the GPU and air.
Roger. Disconnecting the GPU and air. Captain, the GPU and air are disconnected.
Thanks. Copper to ground.
Go ahead.
Are we clear to pressurize the hydraulics?
Roger, you are cleared to pressurize the hydraulics.
Thanks.
Tombstone 40 Mike, vacate next right, into the apron of Victor, parking stand 8. Tombstone 42 Mike, vacate next right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 11.
Next right, Victor, 1142 Mike.
027 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester 124.2 by. 1042, 027 Victor Foxtrot, goodbye. Sam 25,
Hey guys,
yeah, clear
all
takeoff,
packs are on board.
210 degrees,
Are we
19.
clear to close?
Yes, you're clear to close.
Thanks. See you up there.
Before start checklist below the line.
Flight deck door closed and locked. Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
43, vacate right at Foxtrot.
Ground EXS 498. Request startup and pushback.
Echo X-ray Sierra 498. Start up and push back approved.
Roger, EXS 498.
Start sequence is 2, then 1.
Check.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting 2. Oil pressure.
Tombstone 40 Mike, vacate next right, enter the apron of Victor, parking stand 8. Vacate right, enter the apron of Victor, parking stand 5. Victor, stand 5, 448.
Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
May we have your
Starting
attention
1.
while the cabin crew point out some of the safety features on board this Boeing 737. There are 8 emergency exits, 2 at the front, 1 left and 1 right.
Oil
2
pressure.
doors at the rear of the cabin, 1 left and 1 right. There are 4 overwing exits in the centre of the cabin, 2 left and 2 right. Please note the nearest exit to you, which may be behind you. The seatbelt is fastened, adjusted and released like this. In the event of sudden loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks...
EZ639, taxi uniform on your point Alpha 2.
Uniform Alpha 2, runway 27, like EZ639.
Place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Please secure your own mask before helping others. Your life jacket can be found underneath your seat. In the unlikely event of landing on water, remove the jacket from its pouch and place it over your head. Tie the strap in a double knot. To inflate the life jacket, pull down sharply on the red toggle. There is a tube to top up the air and a light to attract attention. Do not inflate your life jacket inside the cabin, as to do so will impede your exit.
Correct, Bay, just crossing the control zone boundary now, no height restriction. Cleared over the height restrictions and turn balls on. And also might report past 2,500 feet.
Your armrests are down. Your tray table is up and all window blinds are open. Thank you for your attention and we wish you a pleasant flight.
Flight controls check.
762 starts approved. Temperatures at 9. The QNH is 1009. Runway 27.
Center. Check. Full up. Full down. Center. Check. Full left. Full right. Center. Check. Before taxi checklist, please. Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve, auto, engine start switches, continuous, recall, checked, auto brake, RTO, engine start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls, checked. Dispatch clearance, checked. Before taxi checklist complete.
Engine 43, proceed to Sierra.
Ground EHAM 498, request taxi.
Echo X-ray Sierra 498, taxi via Alpha Juliet Sierra to runway 22.
Via Alpha Juliet Sierra to runway 22, EHAM 498.
Stone 40 Mike, vacate next right, into the apron of Victor, parking stand 8.
Clear left.
Clear right.
Before takeoff checklist, please.
Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
6.0 units.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
So 42 Mike, vacate next right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 11.
Next right, Victor, 1142 Mike.
027 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester 124.2 by.
142, 027 Victor Foxtrot, goodbye.
Sam 25 Sierra, clear takeoff, 210 degrees 19.
Check speed.
Echo X-ray Sierra 498, tower on 123.8.
123.8, EHAM 498.
Cabin secure.
Tower EHAM 498 at runway 22, request takeoff. EHAM 498, line up runway 22. Lining up runway 22, EHAM 498.
Before takeoff procedure.
Check.
Leave it 90 Bravo Lima, London 12052.
12052, 90 Bravo Lima.
Ready to go.
EHAM 498, wind 310 and 8. Runway 22 cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 22 EXS 4908.
Midland 5 Echo Victor after the company A321 in the next departure line at 27 right. A firm and after departure, climb to maintain altitude 5,000 feet.
Thrust set. $80 knots. Checked. V1, rotate. Positive rate.
Alex 472, line up on way 27.
Heading select.
Departure EXS 4908 with you, passing 1000 for 4000. EXS 4908. Radar contact, continue climb Charlie Lima November 1 Echo departure climb to 4000. Cleared by Charlie Lima November 1 Echo departure climbing to 4000. EXS 4908.
Flaps 1. Flaps 1. Flaps up. Flaps up.
climb to flight level 80.
We'll hurry up to flight level 80, Speedbird 737.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No lights. After takeoff checklist complete. Are you happy to release the cabin crew?
Climbing to 5000.
Yes. Check.
EXS 4908.
$1,011.
EXS 4908. Climb to flight level 60. Climbing to flight level 60. EXS 4908. EXS 498. Climb to flight level 170. Climbing to flight level 170. EXS 498.
Transition.
Set standard.
Standard set. Passing flight level 06. Power now. Check. Okay, so release the cabin.
Yes.
Check.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may now use your electronic devices such as CD players, iPods, and laptop computers.
Departure Ryanair 2645. With you passing flight level 150 for flight level 100. Ryanair 2645. Identified. Descend to flight level 100. Descending to flight level 100. Ryanair 2645. EXS 498. Climb and maintain flight level 250. Climb and maintain flight level 250. EXS 498. EXS 498. Contact London on 18.82. 18.82. EXS 498. London EXS 498. Passing flight level 150 for flight level 250.
EXS 498. Identified. Continue on the flight.
Continue on EXS 498.
London Centre, Ryanair 2108, with you at flight level 350.
Ryanair 2108, identified.
I have control.
London Control, Speedbird 15, with you passing flight level 210 for flight level 260.
Speedbird 15, identified. Climb to flight level 260.
Climb to flight level 260, Speedbird 15.
London, Easy 1940, with you at flight level 350.
Easy 1940, identified. EHAM 498, cleared via Romeo Echo Delta Foxtrot 1 Alpha. Arrival
cleared by Romeo Echo Delta Foxtrot 1 Alpha.
Okay, the arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned standard terminal arrival procedure, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions for an ILS approach. Landing and flaps 30 level. VREF is 141. Final approach fix is 2500 feet. Decision height is 86 feet. Missed approach altitude of 2500 feet. Taxi route will be assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. Descent speed and navigation readiness are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete. Descent checklist, please.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 0 feet. Recall checked. Auto brake. Level 2 set. Landing data.
VREF 141. Minimums 86 feet.
London
checked.
Centre,
Approach
Lufthansa
briefing.
948, with you
Descent
at flight
checklist
level 350.
Lufthansa 948, identified.
Flight deck, this is the captain speaking. Just to let you know that we'll shortly be starting our descent into our destination. So I'd just like to take this final opportunity to say thank you very much for flying with us today. We hope you had a pleasant flight, and we look forward to seeing you all again in the very near future. And please also have a safe and a pleasant onward journey. Thank you all very much.
498. Descend to flight level 160.
Descend to flight level 160. EXS 498.
EXS 498. Continue via the arrival.
Continue by the Romeo, Echo, Delta, Foxtrot 1 Alpha, EXS 498.
EXS 498. Contact Amsterdam on 190.17.
190.17 EXS 498. Amsterdam, EXS 498, passing flight level 220 for flight level 160.
EXS 498. Roger, follow route.
Continue by Romeo, Echo, Delta, Foxtrot 1 Alpha, EXS 498.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
EXS 498. Descend to flight level 120. Contact approach on 118.07.
Descend to flight level 120, 118.07, EXS 498.
Gentlemen, 238, descend flight level 50, turn right heading 065, ILS for runway 27.
Approach, EXS 498, with you, passing flight level 190 for flight level 120.
EXS 498, continue the arrival, expect ILS at approach runway 27, transition, Sierra Uniform Golf, Oscar, Lima.
Continue by the Romeo, Echo, Delta, Foxtrot 1 Alpha, Spec, ILS, approach. Runway 27, transition, Sierra Uniform Golf, Oscar Lima, EXS 498.
Scandinavian 545, full tower on 1922.
Tower 109.22 is Canal 545.
Transition. Set altimeters, please. 1008 set. Passing altitude 17,000. Power 100. Now.
Thank you, 545, full tower on 1922, goodbye.
Flight 180 knots to the marker, 8 miles from touchdown, tower 1922.
180 to the marker, and 1922.
EXS 498, descent to flight level 70.
Descent to flight level 70, EXS 498.
Goeiedag, Batavia 298, 297, climb 90.
590, 297.
Circling 985, direction heading 270, ground level 90.
from touchdown.
8 miles, kind of 1626.
Get used to 220. 220, over up on 69.
5 ORBIX to Amsterdam, 125, decimal 75, bye-bye.
125, decimal 75, bye-bye.
EXS 4908, speed to 250.
Speed 250, EXS 4908.
Alitalia 116, expedite descent, you are number 3. Expediting number 3, Alitalia 116. France 2040, keep the speed till out of mark and call the tower on 1922. Goodbye. 1922 is keeping the speed line. Spec 1632, heading 240 to Los Angeles, cleared for approach. Target 297, call radar 12385.
12385, Transilien 297, good day.
Approach 5666 with you passing flight level 604,000.
5666 identified. Expect ILS approach runway 27 QNH 1008.
Expect ILS approach runway 27 5666.
Alitalia 116, turn right, heading 170 base leg, reduce speed to 180. Right, 170 base, reduce speed, Alitalia 180, Alitalia 116. Alitalia 116, heading 090. Heading 090, Alitalia 116.
Secure. 1011.
As we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seat belt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed in the seat in front of you or in the overhead bin. Please turn off all electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate.
UK 18 Echo down 2000. 2018.
Circling at 85, report heading to Amsterdam 12575. Bye-bye.
Right turn 260, clear approach.
Right turn 260, clear approach, KLM 1626.
Approach checklist. Altimeters. 1008. 1008.
EGSS
Approach checklist
498.
complete.
Descent to 3000 QNH 1008.
Descent to 3000 EXS 498.
Speedbird 162 heading 225. 225, 162.
Flaps 5. Flaps 5. Cabin crew, seats for landing. Cabin seated.
Cleared for approach, now speed 160 knots, stel out te maken.
Approach 160 down, flank, scan out 5 for flank.
Bravo 639 250 inbound the compass. Bravo 69, hello, IMS straight in for runway 27, weather information is India.
$5,000.
UK7 Hotel down to 3000 on the Q18116 for an approach on runway 27. Set course to 4 miles north to be Whiskey Papa Plane. 2040, turn left, heading 015.
Left heading 015, Alpha to 040.
1,000 to level.
EXS 4908, descent to 2,000.
Descent to 2,000. EXS 4908.
EXS 4908, slow to final approach speed, descent to 2,000. Cleared ILS, approach runway 27.
Reducing the final approach speed. Descent to 2,000. Cleared
Right,
ILS, approach runway 27. EXS 4908.
11842, clear to land 27, 21012. Clear to land 27, clear 1842.
Gear down, flaps 15.
Gear down, flaps 15.
About Papa 57, inside the 70.
Tower EXS 498 on final.
EXS 498, clear to land runway 27, speed to 140. QNH 1008.
Cleared to land runway 27, reducing the final approach speed. EXS 498.
Tower 604, you're number 2, and the wind is 21012.
Localizer alive.
2500.
Final approach fix, height checked, missed approach altitude not set.
Triple clear for takeoff on 9 left, exit 3.
Flaps 30. Flaps 30.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Speed brake. Armed. Landing
Tower
gear.
19613 for
Down.
takeoff on 9 left, exit 4.
Runway lights.
Safe to clear to land runway right, the wind is
Landing
21013.
checklist complete.
Cleared.
Checked.
Flower Emerald 867, you're cleared for takeoff, 24. Okay, but checking off, runway 24, Bombard 867.
Stable.
861 is cleared for takeoff, 24. The wind is 210 at 11.
Tower 5666, on final for runway 24.
5666, clear to land runway 24. QNH 1008.
Clear to land runway 24, 5666.
Plus 100. Minimums.
For the wind is 210 at 16, take your time.
20. 10.
Speed brake up. Reverse as normal.
EXS 498, gauge is left. Contact ground on 121.7.
Auto brake disarmed.
EXS 498.
1550, take the holding point 24. Holding 24, scan MN 1550.
Okay to clean up.
Checked. 60 knots.
Checked.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety and comfort,
Master caution, anti-ice.
seatbelt
Check.
fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign.
Check speed.
Please check around your seat for any personal belongings you may have brought.
Ground EXS 498 is clear of the runway. Request taxi to parking.
As heavy articles may have slipped
EXS 498. Taxi via November 3 Alpha to Terminal 1 Gate E. Or
Via November 3 Alpha to Terminal 1 Gate E. 24 EXS 498.
entire crew, I'd like to thank you for
Switch over to the other yellow line.
look forward to seeing you on board again in the near future. Have a safe onward journey.
Sleep at 1627, monitor 117. The 1627 is now clear to land, and the wind is 210, 14. Clear left 90 right, kilo 1372.
Ground 5666, ready to taxi.
5666. Taxi via Sierra 4 Alpha to Gate Charlie 11.
Taxi via Sierra 4 Alpha to Gate Charlie 11566.
Lights and doors.
Lufthansa 4429, request
Cabin
taxi.
crew, disarm doors and cross-check. Doors disarmed, APU on the bus.
I see you are push already. Taxi runway 19 left, exit 4.